Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer. We have, for real, I know I feel like we keep saying this over and over again. This is our first attempt at the most professional setup we've ever had. Probably will ever have, unless we go to a studio someday.
Right, let's see if it's worth it.
Right. Yeah, you all let us know. Rue is going to edit this because it freaks me out to edit this, although she gave me some tips, so that's very exciting. But hopefully we sound good.
Yeah, Erin, every time I come over here, she's bought some sort of new equipment, and she's like, okay, I figured it out earlier. And then we sit here for about an hour while she figures it out again, and then we're ready to go. But I don't care. Listen, we sound gorgeous. We sound amazing. We hope. Yeah. That's what I meant. Let us know if it's worth it. If not, then let's just go back to the, what did we do? Record it on the phone the first time?
Yeah, we sure did with one ear pod in each.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Now, all these gadgets, and it's wild.
Yes. Anyways, you all let us know. But moving on to more fun stuff. How have you been? How was your weekend, birthday girl?
It was great. I'm now 43 years old, and I feel every bit of 43 years old.
Oh, 43 is the year that I can look forward to now.
Oh, yeah, it's a great year. Things are going great. I mean, I'm moving on up. Got a new job. Really got that beach curl down lately.
You really do. It looks so good.
I got so many compliments on my
birthday.
Every
time you walk in anywhere, people are like, oh, you look so good.
Look at your hair. I'm right. It's only taken me 43 years, and I've finally figured it out. So I'm nailing it when it comes to life as far as all of that goes. James, all that superficial shit.
Good.
Yeah. So James took me to a stand-up comedian, a show. It was run by teachers who, this is amazing, on their summer breaks, they tour the country.
Oh my gosh.
As stand-up comedians. And they're so good. Cool. They're not I was kind of
Yeah.
I was going to be sitting in the teacher's lounge listening to snarky stuff.
Right.
No, it was great. They had us in stitches. We were laughing the entire time. So that was a lot of fun. I recommend if you get a chance to go see that, even if you weren't an educator. I mean, of course, James, he's kind of an easy target. He just thinks everything is so funny.
Yeah.
So he was laughing. I was laughing. It was a great night. And then...
Well, before you move on to the and then, did he tell you about when he asked about Saturday night?
No. Oh, gosh. What did he do?
He called me and said, hey, Erin, are you doing anything on Saturday? And I said, yeah, I'm going to Megan's birthday party, and you are also going to that party.
I sometimes forget to tell him about things.
No. He goes, oh, yeah, she did tell me about that.
Okay.
He goes, oh, so, well, I was going to take her to this comedy show. Actually, I was calling to see if you wanted to go. And I was like, no, you weren't. You were not. You were calling to see if I'd watch your kids.
Yeah, right.
And then he was like, okay, I got it. I'll figure it out. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And then I didn't know I was getting them early, but it was lovely to have them. I just thought that was the end of it and that you weren't doing the comedy show.
No, I guess he got an earlier show.
Yeah.
So he got tickets to the early show, which was great. But yeah, then he's like, we were at breakfast that morning. And so he's like, yeah, so, you got to be ready by 4:30. And I was like, 4:30? I was like, holy crap, honey, that's early. I said, you told Erin, right? And he was like, I mean, it'll be fine. I was like, James, when you make plans and other people are watching your children.
Yeah, I was out of town.
Yeah, it's your responsibility to fully make sure they know that they have to be home, that they have no plans, that they're okay with our children infiltrating their own home. Even though we live across the street and we are sisters, there are still boundaries. I had to explain that to him, and he was like, it'll be fine. I was like, if you don't call, I'm calling. So then I texted you.
Yeah.
And then when we got home, because we drove separately, we got home, he was like, oh, by the way, I called. I was like, okay, thank you for listening for once.
Well, we did have a lovely birthday party for you. It was so much fun.
Yes. And then, so we left the comedy club and then came to Wendy's. Boy, I was a little tipsy when I got there.
And you told everybody 17 times that you were a little tipsy.
That's so embarrassing.
You were like, hey, I'm a little tipsy. And then you walk up to new people. You already announced it to the whole room.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, I am a little tipsy. And they're like, yep, you told us that.
I just felt like I needed to fully prepare and warn people. Normally I walk into a party and I'm like cool, calm, collected. I got it all going on. And this time I was like, oh, I did not eat since breakfast that morning. So I was really good and buzzed.
It's okay. By the halfway through that night, you were eating straight out of my large salad bowl. Like
it was the best salad I've ever had in my life. It was the best salad. I mean, it was so good. I mean, I kind of still want that salad like right now.
Oh, well, I can make it for you again.
Yeah, I mean, anytime. I mean, I think maybe it probably tasted better when I was that level of drunk.
It was very good.
It was so good. If you want the recipe for that,
roasted
hit Erin up.
eggplant, roasted vegetable salad.
Which are my favorite.
Yeah. Had blue cheese crumbles in it. It was real good. If you want the recipe, I can post it.
Yeah, it was so good. Especially, okay, here's the key to this roasted vegetable. This is like the hidden ingredient.
Okay.
About 5 beers before you show up.
Not necessary.
It's not necessary, but I'm telling you what, it is like the unami. Is that what it's called? Umami? Unami? Unagi. No. That's a sushi. No, like in cooking shows. Like, it's got this nice umami flavor.
No idea. I haven't watched a cooking show in a long
I'm
time.
pretty sure it's umami. I watch cooking shows all the time, so I should know this. But, me and words, we don't always get along. But anyway, it was a lovely birthday and then celebrated with the family all day yesterday. So, yeah, I am digging 43. I'm kind of like fully embracing it. This is one of the first birthdays since I have been like maybe 35 that I haven't been like dreading it when it comes up.
Yeah.
Like it's 43. I feel like it's a nice... Even though it's not even, somehow it's like a round number.
It's our favorite number.
It's our favorite number. It's our father's favorite number. So maybe that's why it's like no big deal to me. I'm like, yeah, 43 is going to be a great fucking year.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, happy late birthday.
Thank you so much.
I went and saw a friend, and it was so much fun.
Yes, Miss Brooke.
Yes, Brooke, who you heard way back in a Coffee and Cryptids episode. You as in the listeners. Megan knows Brooke. But she took me on a tour of the Hopkinsville Visiting Center where she works.
Did you see the little green men?
I saw a lot of articles about, I saw a lot of stuff about Little Green Men and about, she's going to be mad at me. But then she told me she doesn't listen because she's too scared. So that's good. She'll never know. Edgar Casey, I want to say is his name.
I mean, that sounds like a good name.
Like one of the most famous psychic mediums in the whole world is from Hopkinsville.
Oh, that's
cool. And he wrote books about your aura and all this stuff. She gave me a little sticker of him. It's really cute.
Oh, wow.
And then we went to the Hopkinsville Museum, even though it was closed. But if you know people in high places, Brooke took me in and showed me all the cool stuff there. So
was that weird being in a museum after hours?
It was weird. I mean, her friends were there. They were setting up for an event. Oh, okay. But it was still pretty empty. It was pretty fun.
In my mind, it's like night at the museum.
Right. Well, that's the event they were getting ready for.
Who's the psychic now? Right. Edgar what? Don't got nothing on me. Edgar Casey?
I think so.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I'm not really sure, but it was really fun. She also told me a really good ghost story.
Okay. Well, did we get to hear?
Her current house. And I had a lot of seltzers floating in a pool at that point, so I don't remember it.
Oh, Erin Taylor, you have one job.
I know.
Hustle stories,
I remember
girl.
something fell down.
No, you're going to ruin it.
In the living room.
Pause it. Call that woman. Tell her she needs to write it in. Brooke seems like she'd be a great author.
I bet she would.
Come on, Brooke. Yeah. I know she's like the busiest woman in the world.
I know. She's so busy.
Come on. You can find 10 minutes.
Right. Get that on paper. Mm-hmm. Not even real paper. Just electronic paper.
Ghost paper. Figure it out, Brooke. You can do this.
All right. Well, let's see.
So let's talk about good things we've been watching on TV.
Okay. I have been watching Hijack. Have you been watching that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in.
Oh my gosh. You need to stop what you're doing. We should stop this tonight so you can go watch them.
It's that good.
It's so good. I'm completely caught up. There's only one more episode.
Oh.
And normally Kevin and I wait until the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think
wait.
we're going to have to watch it on Wednesday. I think it comes out on Wednesday.
Okay.
And we're going to have to watch it immediately because the end of the last episode, I was like, oh my gosh, what do you think right now? And he was like, I'm going to take a shower. I'm like, that is not what I want you to be thinking right now.
He had to let it marinate. He's like, I don't know what to think.
No, he doesn't care to talk shows out like I do.
Oh, shoot.
So I immediately got on TikTok.
Oh.
And then I started commenting on other people, and they were like, yeah, this is what I think. I'm like,
So wait,
love
when
it.
you do that, how do you find those other TikToks? You just think it and it starts happening?
There's something called a search bar. You know those hashtags I'm always adding?
Oh, the hashtags, they do something?
Yeah, I typed in hijack, and anybody who hashtagged hijack.
Well, look at that.
There you
So
go.
if I get on TikTok and I just want only, not moms complaining all the time, even though that's kind of our shtick. I'm really stealing our thunder. But that seems to be the only thing that is looping up are these moms that think they're fucking hilarious. I'm like, everybody's heard about how horrible your kids are. I'm also, if you couldn't tell, poking fun at us. So yeah, I just need to hashtag something I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
Wait, do I hashtag it?
No, you just type it in, and they've already hashtagged it. I'm so glad that at 43 you're learning this.
I finally understand the value of a hashtag.
They say you can't teach old people new fandangled systems. I almost said electricity, and that's not right either. So
don't you make fun of me.
I can't make fun of
you young pup over there.
Right? I'm only 38.
Yeah, but you don't know the difference between technology. Technology and electricity
is the word I was looking for.
Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, so sorry. I got really excited because I think I now understand what a hashtag is for.
Yes.
Never knew before.
I've literally explamed it to you before.
Not that good. I feel like maybe you're up in your game in your old age.
You've just never been interested enough to pay attention.
That's very true. If I'm not interested, I just don't listen.
Anyways, back to Hijack. If you have not been watching, get Apple TV. Watch it.
Okay,
it's got Idris Elba in it.
Listen, the hottest man alive.
I could watch him do nothing. Just sit there on
right.
the plane. It could have been a perfect flight, and I would have been in it for 7 episodes.
True. He's so hot.
He's so hot. It's always funny to watch something.
And his accent.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
You can't be that hot with such a good accent.
You know what I don't like when he's in something, when he's the bad guy.
Oh, not me. I don't
because
mind
I'm
guy.
no, sometimes he's real scary. I can't think of what that one movie was where he was obviously she's like, yeah, you're very hot. This is fun. And then she was like, oh no, you're very scary. That movie I didn't like because I was like, no, don't make me not trust him.
Oh, you're good at acting, but that's not really you. But you could dip in there if you need to.
Yeah, Idris Elba can dip wherever he wants to dip.
Amen to that.
It's always really funny to watch something with Kevin when I'm so attracted to the main lead.
Right. Does he notice that you are?
Yes. He's like, oh, whatever. I'm like, oh, he's back. What's he going to do? It's great. It's great. But Kevin, he's pretty confident. We're fine.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You got nothing to worry about Kevin. She'll never meet him in her entire life.
Yeah. And luckily for me, on the flip side, his crushes are all
men.
They're mostly men,
right?
They're like all
Tom Cruise.
The women aren't on anything anymore. What's that one lady who was married to Charlie Sheen for a long time?
No idea. I can picture. Wasn't she in that threesome movie?
Yes.
Denise something.
Richardson.
Denise Richardson.
Something like that. He loves her. She's not in anything anymore.
Right, yes, because she got old. Ageism is real, and they need to address that in
Hollywood. He likes it. I'm getting old. It's okay. I got some wild gray hair coming in, and it's fine.
Okay. Let's braid him at night.
That's right. And then his other people are like Justin Timberlake and Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is a nothing. If you can make Kevin laugh, he'll have a crush on you. It's fine.
There you go. Well, look. No wonder. No wonder. You're also hot.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't mean that.
Well, Peyton Manning and Justin Timberlake are both hot too. It's fine.
Hot too.
Yeah, you have to be hot and make them laugh. I forgot.
There you go. There you go. No, and there's no wonder.
No wonder. Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay. So it's really good. All that to say,
you should be watching Hijack. It's the most intense show. Although another intense show that is stressing me out is The Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just started watching it late. I watched all of season 1, now all of season 2, and I just finished the holiday episode on season 2.
Don't ruin it. I haven't watched it.
Ruin it, but it was more stressful than a Hijack situation, and it was only family related. Yeah,
I had to put that show on pause because I started watching it during a really stressful time at work, and I used to be a server. So not a chef, but a server, and I can it's parallel.
Right.
When you are in the weeds and people are and especially if you are a people pleaser like me, and you know that there's like an entire section of people waiting on you to bring them everything they need. I mean, I still can have nightmares about serving tables. So it was too adjacent to that feeling when I first started watching. I was like, oh, I got to put this on pause. It's too much for me.
Yeah. Although you are the one who told me I needed to watch it. You were like, you need to watch it. And I'm like, okay. Took me a long time. I was like, oh, you're right. I love Trish. And you were like, who's Trish? I'm like, from The Bear. Oh, I stopped watching that after one episode.
Yeah, I feel like I do that to you quite a bit.
There's do that to me quite a bit.
Well, usually the first time I see something, the first episode, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good. And then I recommend it to you, and then I forget to tell you, like, it's fine. Don't go back. Sorry. Not very good with follow through.
It's okay. Well, as long as we, can see the pattern developing.
It's there. Acknowledgement is the first step to fixing it, but I don't even really care to fix it. I'm kind of lazy.
Actually, I don't really either, because I ended up liking it. I'm really into The Bear right now. I really do think you should go back, but it is stressful.
Yeah, I've actually started going back, so it is still very stressful, and I'm still kind of in a stressful. So I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about something stressful in a different way, like ghosts.
Okay. Always. So this story is from Anonymous.
Okay.
Another one of my hustles, but they would prefer to stay anonymous.
I love it.
And listen to this first line. Okay, this is 100% the most unexplainable experience of my life.
Well, I am already invested.
Right, and so you can imagine where I got it from. The Facebook page, The Unexplained.
I don't know if you should keep giving away all the goods. What if people just start going over there?
Don't go there. Let me read it to you. Because it never fails, but here we go. Okay. About 12 years ago, I lived in the main floor suite of an early 1900s 21 and a half story home.
21 and a half?
21.
What's the half?
It's 21-2. What do you think that means? 2.5.
What? I still don't know.
Oh, okay. Look at that. There was no space between the 2.
Where am I looking? Oh,
and the half. So it looked like 21-2. I'm like, I guess that means 21 and a half. Fractions have never been my forte. But also, it looked weird, people. Just trust me. They should have put a little space. I'm not being critical. Space. There's no space between that 21. It looks like it says 21. 2.5 is what they're going for. Yeah. But it's 21.
Yeah.
-2. You would have gotten that?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. And again, I'm not being critical, author, anonymous. I'm just saying a little space would have helped a girl out. Especially this girl who's like 21 and a half story home.
But so what's 2.5 story home? Like like when it's got that half basement
thing? Yeah, like
thing?
that half level.
A split level.
Split level.
I always forget what that's called.
A split level.
Okay.
Okay, but 1900s I think is what we need to hone in on here.
That's the focus. We are focusing on the wrong syllable.
Which we often do.
Yeah.
Okay. The way this house was set up is that I used the back door of the house to get into my suite. And then there was a door in my living room that went to the front foyer, but it was to the upstairs neighbor's entrance. So I never used that door, and I put my TV against it before flat screens.
Wait, are they in the basement part? Where are they at? I'm trying so hard to pay attention during directions.
Okay, really what you need to picture is that, you know how you take a house and you make it into apartments?
Right.
When you make a house an apartment, and you have like an extra entrance that you don't need there anymore.
Okay.
So really don't get really hung up, I think, on the upstairs, downstairs part of it. Okay. Just know they did not need this extra entrance. They only needed the one to get out because the other one was to the upstairs. So I guess they're downstairs.
Okay.
They don't need that upstairs entrance because that goes right up to the neighbors.
Okay.
So they moved their large TV. This was before flat screens. So we have a 50-inch, approximately 150-pound.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know TVs got that heavy.
Yeah, I feel like our old TV was so heavy. Might have been that heavy.
Okay, well, it's the box TV, so it's one of those big ones.
Okay.
I used to know a guy named Biggin. Isn't that weird? Okay, focus.
Are you drunk tonight? Are you a little bit ditzy tonight?
I'm really not. I just, sometimes my mind catches things. I'm like, oh, remember that guy? Okay. In the summer, my house became infested with big black spiders.
Oh, no.
Ooh. So one day I decided I was going to raid my entire suite because my son was at his dad's and I was done with the spiders. I had a pet. Now here's something I'd never heard of. Budgie or Bougie? Budgie.
Budgie.
Bougie. Budgie. Either way, cute little name.
A budgie.
Hey,
What's
little
a
bougie.
budgie?
It's a bird.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was thinking of that cryptid, a pugwudgie.
That's made up.
I don't know.
A pudwudgie?
Yeah, they sound like little tiny Chewbacca's. Little tiny, Ewoks. Are
Well,
those?
this sounds like the cutest cryptid
I
ever.
know.
Why haven't we read stories about him?
Nobody's written it in. I think there's only one famous pugwudgie story.
Mm-hmm.
And it was saying, "We want you," like that. It's from some kind of triangle. I just listened to a podcast today about
I
it.
feel like you're making this up.
I'm not. Some people know. Some people know.
Okay, well, some people, as in only you. Okay. I'm kidding. I'm sure it's a real thing. Okay,
the bird, the budgie.
so the bird, the budgie. I had a pet budgie, so I put her in her cage, moved the cage to my back bedroom, closed the door, put a towel across the bottom, and then proceeded to raid the rest of the house. I then went outside to the back patio and chatted on the phone until it was safe to go back inside. Felt like I should do a trigger warning here.
Oh, okay.
Cute name, but they don't make it through.
Oh, okay.
So
Gosh.
sorry.
But what's not going to make it through?
Budgie.
Oh, budgie,
Yeah, the bird.
Budgie the bird.
Budgie the bird.
Oh, dear.
I know,
Pet
things took a
loss
turn.
Trigger warning.
Sorry about that. I then went outside to the back patio and chatted on the phone until it was safe to go back inside. When I walked in, the bird was hopping around the living room.
Oh,
so
out of the cage.
Yeah, out of the cage. The towel was kicked out of the way from the bedroom door, but it was kicked towards the hallway, and the bedroom door opened into the room. So it was as if someone kicked it out of the way with their foot. The bedroom door was open, and her cage was open. She sadly passed away the following day, I assume from raid poisoning.
Oh, man. So it didn't seem like something that the little bird could have done.
Right. I mean, it's... we'll look up what a budgie looks like.
Okay. If I see a pugwudgie.
You let me know. There is no... And then write in. Write your story in so we can read it on here. There is no way anyone could have walked into my suite without having to walk past me. The only other entrance to my house was blocked with my TV, and I was never away from the entrance I used. It still bothers me today.
Oh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry that happened.
I know.
And I did not know that that's what these little birds were called. I thought they were parakeets.
Oh, they're so sweet. I thought they were parakeets too.
I love those birds.
Learned
They're like
something new.
that pretty blue feather.
Yeah, they're beautiful with the black stripes at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're way too tiny to open up a door.
Yeah, and kick a towel.
Right.
I mean, even if they picked up a towel, it would be too heavy.
It's almost like someone could have had a squatter in there.
It's almost like something paranormal happened that didn't like birds.
I just think the fact, like, here's what I need to know about that second entrance.
Yeah.
Up to the neighbors, to the upstairs neighbors. If you open it up, like, when you open it up, does it go out towards the stairs?
Yeah.
Or does the TV block it from opening?
Yeah. Was the TV moved at all when that happened?
But a 150-pound TV, climb up on top of that sucker, jump on down, open a door, but why? Unless the upstairs neighbor was like, I smell raid.
Yeah, but also, if your house is separated into apartments, I bet you couldn't even open that door.
Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I need to know if it opens out or opens in.
So this is the door that was the issue. That's the one that the towel moved from.
No, it's like almost like the second, it sounds like the second entrance to the entire apartment.
Right.
Is the one that's covered up by the TV.
Right.
The door, they shut the door, Anonymous shut the door and put it like to the room.
Okay.
And put a towel underneath there to make sure that their bird was going to be safe from the raid.
Okay.
So they're two separate doors. Now you've got like a room.
Okay.
How are you not seeing this? Okay. All right. I'm going to take you on a little journey. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You're going to walk. Let's go. We're outside of my apartment.
Okay.
I'm now anonymous.
Okay.
And I'm gorgeous. I mean, like, stunning.
Okay, I could tell.
And brilliant. But anyway. Okay, so we start to walk into the front of my house. Picture like a little shotgun house.
Okay.
Okay, maybe go through a living room. That'd be fun. It's
Okay.
well decorated.
Love
and
it.
then we go through the kitchen.
Ooh, I love that throw pillow.
I know. It's so cute. Got it on Amazon. Who would have thought? Actually, we hate Amazon now, do we? I don't even know.
I think we're supposed to. It's so convenient.
Yeah, it's so convenient. Well, we can hate it, but just somebody come up with somebody else. I need a replacement behavior.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay,
Move on,
so
move on.
let's go through the kitchen. But there's some nice things there. I bet it smells really good. There's something cooking in the stove.
Not right now. You're doing raid.
Oh, true.
Who's on this journey? Who's fucking this chicken? Have we said that on here?
I don't know, but you said it there. Tim Bushel would be so proud of you. Okay, so we're going through the kitchen, and then my back bedroom is in the very back room.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. I just have a living room,
And there's
a kitchen, and a back bedroom.
There's no 150-pound TV in that room.
I open up. Yes, there is. I open up the door to my bedroom. I walk in.
Okay.
There's my bird's cage off to the right. To the left is the entrance to my upstairs neighbors that I've decided to put a TV in front of to block it because I don't need no neighbor creeping down in the middle of the night.
For sure.
But does that door go in or out?
Okay.
I don't know that.
And the towel, the situation with the towel is leading back out into the main house.
Yes.
All right. That's all I needed to know. I feel like you took me on a real long journey.
Felt like it was necessary to paint you the picture so you could really get it. You were really having a hard time with it. I was just trying to create an intervention.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. Especially, I don't know. I would love to know if that door could open. But why? Like, what would be the point of opening that door? Just to kill a bird if they hated the bird.
Oh, they hated the bird. Maybe the bird was so loud.
No. How would they know that's going to
chance.
happen?
So they're outside. They're on the phone like, hey, girl, listen, I'm about to raid my house.
Yeah.
Upstairs neighbor has the window open like, this is it. This is my chance. That bird has been driving me crazy.
Angel from Rent.
Oh.
Reference you don't know.
I don't. I thought you were making a Sarah McLachlan reference to that song.
Oh, no. No. We're not going to make it sad.
We're like ships passing in a podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, some people knew that reference, just like a pug wedgie.
Some people did not.
I wonder how big that crossover is. People who know that, who are also obsessed with Rent.
I don't know why. I feel like it'd be obscure.
I feel like it'd be pretty on par. I feel like I'm a niche person, but I'm with a lot of other niche people. I don't know if that works, but there you go.
True.
Okay, so, that's really weird. That's really sad. I'm so sorry that you lost your bird.
Yes, we really are. All jokes aside, we are so sorry that happened to your sweet bird, and what a sweet little bird it looks like.
Yeah.
And hopefully your neighbor is not a murderer.
And hopefully it at least got rid of the spiders. Yikes.
Oh, yeah. That would have been really a waste.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Gosh.
All right, well, are we ready for my story?
I think we are.
You're saying squatter.
I am going with something of a human essence. Not essence. That makes it sound like I think ghost. I don't mean that at all. I mean something human did that, whether it was a squatter or the neighbor.
I just don't think they could get in to do that.
I need to know which way that door opens and closes.
Also, don't you think you would hear coughing or something?
Oh, because of the raid?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that they let off like an insect bomb so much as like just sprayed raid everywhere.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to read a part 2.
Ooh.
So a few weeks ago, I read the story from Nick where he had the music box that his niece and September. Remember September, the spirit?
Refresh our memory a little bit.
Okay. So when I read the story before, Nick was visiting his hometown, like his old childhood home, and all of his siblings were there and their kids. Mm-hmm. And his niece was like, my friend September likes you. Mm-hmm. And so they did a little EVP session, and September talked to him. Mm-hmm. September was the name of this ghost, and he thought that was weird because, that's not really a common name. And then he ended up taking the music box, like came from an antique shop that he had originally gotten it from an antique shop. His niece really loved it. So that's the story. It was like attached to the box.
Yep, I remember all that.
Okay, so here's part 2. I went to the antique shop where I bought the music box. I had asked the shopkeeper if she had any clue as to who previously owned it. I then learned that the music box was once a gift for a child named Seth Timber.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Shut up. Are you serious?
No way. Seth Timber. That's crazy.
I know.
No, wait. How do they know this?
Because they talked to the antique shop where they bought it from. We actually get a really big, long story all about September here. So,
I definitely want to hear it. But so here's my question. So we're no longer thinking that the spirit was at this little girl's house so much as now it lived in the spirit box?
yeah, it's like attached to the box.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like we always thought that. Did we not?
No, we didn't think that. I thought he brought the music box to find out answers to the question.
No, he used EVP for that. But he said, where do you live? And it said the music box in that last one.
Oh, okay. I guess, I just don't have a good attention span. I thought she was telling her uncle about the spirit and he brought in a music box, but no.
No, the music box was there.
Okay. All right. Well, for everybody else out there who did not know that, you're welcome.
Do I need to take you on a tour of the apartment?
No, I got it. I'm here. I'm good.
Okay. According to the clerk, he loved it so much that he carried it everywhere he went. While other kids played with toy guns, marbles, dolls, and board games, Seth was more into the littlest things in life.
Oh.
Seth was born with Asperger's syndrome and developed a brain tumor at the age of 6. After many years of owning the music box, which was given to him from his mother at 4 years old, Seth declared the wooden music box as his best friend. Seth didn't socialize with many of the other kids at school. He kept to himself most of the time. When Seth was 16 years old, he was picked on and bullied by his fellow classmates. With pride, he stuck close to his only friend who never laughed nor teased him, the music box.
Oh.
In 1955, Seth attended school one cold winter day without his music box. He was having trouble with a class bully. He had no physical friends to defend him. Although his music box gave him courage, Seth defended himself and decided to punch his bully in the nose.
Good for you.
His classroom teacher sent him to the principal's office to discuss this problem.
Listen, I don't condone violence, but there's a time and a place for everything.
But something other than the bullying triggered Seth's behavior that day. Seth claimed that he couldn't find his favorite toy. He looked all around, high and low, under his bed, and in his toy box. His best friend was nowhere to be found. It was somewhere lost at home. The school principal told him he needed to grow up and make real friends.
What kind of principal
I know, it was
is this?
1955.
Oh, my God.
Yikes. This upset Seth a great deal, but felt forced to swallow his pride and continue his day in school. Later that afternoon, Seth went to his school principal, crying, saying another classmate teased him and called him a baby sissy girl and the boy who plays with dolls. The principal again told Seth to grow up and to forget about his music box. And that
I'd like to know this principal's name.
Right? And that he never wanted to hear about the damn box ever again.
The nerve.
Cussing in front of your pupils.
Oh, I am telling you, the mother inside of me
I know,
is
right?
like Diana Clem is coming up like Mama Bear
I know.
for Seth.
The principal then sent Seth home with a note to Seth's parents that he was suspended and was sent home for misbehaving and disrupting the class. The principal did not include that Seth was bullied by other kids in class.
Of course he didn't, because he's
Right.
a dick.
He's also a bully.
Yes. Ugh, this bully culture. Ugh.
Seth ignored the principal's lies. In anger, Seth left school with only the shirt, pants, and shoes he wore to school, forgetting his winter coat behind.
Oh.
Several hours had gone by, and his parents began to worry because Seth never made it home that evening.
Oh my gosh, is Seth never going to make it home?
I know, I feel like I maybe should have done a trigger for this one, too.
I definitely think this needs a big trigger.
There's good trigger. I read this a while ago and forgot.
The trigger is she's not pre-read it.
Yes. Worried he may be harmed by other schoolmates or worse, his parents requested a search party to the local authorities, the governing body of the county, to help find their lost and possibly scared child. Hours turned into days.
Oh my God.
Days turned into weeks, and there was no sign of Seth's whereabouts. On an early morning in February, a neighbor rushed to the timber house to bring sad news to the family. Their son was found dead in a nearby river.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Seth's body was frozen and was gripping onto a foreign object. After several hours of thaw, the authorities reported that the object Seth Timber was holding onto was a small wooden musical box.
Oh, wow.
After viewing the body, it haunted Seth's mother as to how Seth found his lost friend. Because remember, he had lost it. He couldn't find it.
It was in his house. Oh, I thought it...
He couldn't find it. That's why he didn't bring it that day.
Huh.
Right. Seth's mother mourned for many years on her son who died with his favorite toy, his one and only friend, the only thing besides his own family that truly made him happy. The death report in the media stated Seth tried to walk home in the snow after being falsely accused of being suspended from school.
Oh, it's awful.
They believe he was angry, cold, and confused. He became lost and with no sense of direction to finding his way home. He walked along the Pawnee River, about 8 miles from home in the opposite direction between his home and school. His home was east of the school. Seth was found dead northeast from the school. Seth had walked across the frozen ice and snow-covered river when it cracked and burst open.
Oh, it's awful.
I know, it's so sad. He fell into the freezing cold water. He died suddenly from hypothermia. Mrs. Timber knew Seth had lost his favorite toy that day. She wasn't sure how he was found dead with it in his hands. It was a sad mystery that haunted her every day and night until she passed away in 1998 at the age of 61. The music box was recovered by a family member. It was later sent to the antique shop in Asheville, Nebraska. Years had passed until I purchased it and gave it to my niece because she liked how pretty it looked. After learning all of this about the music box, I didn't tell my niece the sad story. I pulled the old music box out from my paranormal collection and turned on my EVP recorder. I knew what had to be done. I sat at my desk to talk to the box one last time. Talking to the box, feeling like a complete idiot, saying, I understand what happened to you, Seth. I want to thank you for being my niece's friend. I assure you she has been more than happy being your friend as well. I wish you the best and for more enjoyment with my niece for many years to come. I played back the EVP recorder and heard a response from Seth Timber. No, thank you, followed by a click sound. 3 weeks after finding out about Seth's past, Maggie, Allie's little sister, came to me saying, Uncle Nick, I can't get this opened. In her hands was the old antique music box. I picked it up and turned the crank, shifted the box around, and patted it on the bottom because the box would not pop open. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how many times I tried to carefully pry at the box, it just wouldn't open. Later, I performed another EVP session. I sat the box on the table with my recorder next to it. I sat in the toy room with the EVP recorder asking, Hello, Seth. I'm here to ask you why this old thing won't open. The girls really want to play with you, and I hope you can help. I got no response during the playback. After an hour trying to communicate, I still got no response. What happened to Seth Timber? Where did he go? Wherever he is, my oldest niece misses her ghostly friend. That Christmas, I received a Christmas card in the mail from all 3 of my nieces. It read, Dear Seth, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas wherever you are. Love, your friends Allie, Maggie, and Heidi. Just then, I heard a familiar chime. It was the music box from the old antique music box. After the tune was played, it stopped. It never played again. And he wanted me to mention, this story is also in his book, which is on Amazon, The Guide to the Paranormal Side. So that, I'm going to read his whole name since he's an author.
Yeah.
That's by Nick Downs.
Oh, Nick Downs, you're a great author.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you really are a published author.
Legit.
Very good writer. I do not mean this at all to be offensive, but does it kind of have a parallel with the Polar Express a little bit for you? Just at the very end, the ringing of the bell and then it doesn't ring again. It's like only...
That's because you grow up. That's not because the ghost is finally settled and leaves.
I mean, some might say they're both... it was just a well-tailored story. Now, again, you're an author. You made it sound great. I just want to Google Seth Timber.
Yeah, that part is so wild to think September this whole time.
Yeah, it was very story-esque is what I mean. It was just so well written.
Yeah.
For Hollywood.
Or from reality.
Real life, yeah. Yep, some could say. I'm just really glad that it is so sentimental that I will not touch it.
What? He didn't know Seth?
I know, but listen, that story was just heart-wrenching.
I know, it was really sad.
That's just so sad. I mean, it would be amazing if we could believe that he found peace somehow eventually. I mean, like, I wish, like, I want things to happen that way. That would be great if you found peace after, however long of turmoil, and then eventually a little girl's music box then somehow gets turned into this little vessel that allows you to go on to another world. I just don't know that I can fully believe that, but it's because I'm very skeptical of things like this.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That is really interesting and really neat that, like, I know that it is kind of a climactic moment, which makes you less believing of it, but it's just so sweet how, like, it was like he said goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The little girls were like, well, one more time, we're going to say goodbye. And it was like, ding.
Right. Well, and here's the other thing is that I think folklore, not that saying that this is, Nick, but I'm just saying stories, folklore, different things like that. A lot of times, well, most of the time, they are to evoke an emotion. And if that emotion is to find peace and calm about your loved ones moving on, then who the hell am I to say that it's not real? I'm just one person's opinion. So hopefully, it does bring peace to people who have lost loved ones. And that's really all that matters. It doesn't matter if someone else believes it or not.
Yeah.
If you believe it and you find solace in it and it's something that you can hold on to that brings you some sort of comfort, then you should care less about, I always think that's weird, care less. You shouldn't care less. You should care less.
They're both right.
They're so weird.
Which doesn't make sense. There's only one that makes sense.
Yeah,
I couldn't care any less than what I care about this is the way it should be.
You should just not care what someone else.
Yeah.
How about that? You should just not care about what someone else either believes or doesn't believe. Like, I think sometimes people get, like, they want to argue their point so much.
Yeah.
And at some point it's like, why do I care if they believe me or not?
Right.
Don't care if I believe you're not. Like, you should not.
Yeah, because I do.
I know, right? Yeah. It's just like, again, if it brings you calm and comfort and something to hold on to, then that's amazing. And that's how it should be. And don't let anybody, any skeptic out there, me included, make you not believe.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for such great stories, both of our writers.
Yes, they were great. Anonymous, thank you so much for allowing us to use your story on here. And, well, that's weird. I hope you don't have a squatter or bird murder. Oh, that's awful. I don't know which is worse. Okay, so you will be so proud of me. Not only do I have one fan favorite, I have several waiting in the wings.
And I have two to put in there at some point. Look at me back in the game.
Yeah, it's like this has become a real segment.
Just when it was almost out.
I come back, and I'm loving it. Okay, so this week's fan favorite is none other than beautiful, wonderful Eugenia.
Okay.
And I asked Eugenia to be our fan favorite because I noticed they do a lot on Facebook. They're kind of present there. And then Eugenia says, "Hi, Megan. How fun. I came to the Third Turn event with a friend and viewed a recording of My Skeptical Sister." That's us.
That is us.
That is us. A while ago, and we had such a blast. And
I think I
have been
remember
a fan.
meeting Eugenia.
I do too. And now that I see the picture, I'm like, oh, yes, definitely.
Well, now I want to see the picture.
Okay, let me show you. Sorry, Eugenia. We're like lifetime stalking you.
Oh, yes, I do remember her. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I think might even been wearing that sweater. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Eugenia. It's a cute sweater, though. Okay, hold on. Now Eugenia's like, which picture were they looking at? It was the one with the hearts, the maroon one. Okay, it's getting weird. Okay, reel it in. That was to me, Eugenia, not you. Okay. As for a plug, it would be fantastic if you could give a shout out to CASA, CASA, of the River Region. We are a nonprofit organization that trains everyday folks to serve as advocates for abused/neglected children in family court.
Oh,
isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Like, what a needed cause. We are in desperate need of volunteers in all 7 counties. We serve Jefferson, Bullitt, Henry, Oldham, Trimble, Spencer, and Shelby. And folks can learn more by going to our website, www.casarr.org. You and Erin keep up the fun and spooky work that you do.
Oh, we'll definitely look into it and see if we can donate.
Absolutely. We would be proud to do that. I mean, both of us, we serve children, and they definitely need advocates. They need good people in the community to stand up for what's right.
Yeah, that's really great. Thank you for such a good cause.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to get rid of this, because I keep learning about cool things.
Oh, I thought you meant this whole podcast. I'm like, so you're telling me, this is where you're telling me that the whole reason you do this podcast is for the fan favorite segment? But then things came back into focus. I'm like, oh, you just mean this segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I teased you about how much I hate this segment, but I like honoring our really great fans, and
learning.
I love learning about these cool causes.
Yeah, things that you don't even know are out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, see, it's all about education, Erin.
That's right.
I wonder how I'm going to say goodbye tonight. I bet you've never heard it before. I got to hurry up and figure that out right now.
Thank you so much, Eugenia, for a wonderful cause, for being a volunteer. That is so cool. Thank you for our submitters of stories this week.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
If you would like to help us out, you can rate, review, subscribe anywhere you listen. You can tell a friend or a family member to listen. You can find us on our social medias like Facebook, TikTok, and what's the other one? Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You can also go to our website at myskepticalsister@gmail.com, where you can find out, you can write in directly there. You can also find out our P.O. Box. You can find out how to become a Patreon. $3 a month will get you a sticker, a magnet, and bonus content weekly. And then $5 a month gets you all that, plus our monthly movie night, which is just so much fun.
It is. What tier, Erin? I should know this. Oh, you're so good at organization. What tier are the jokes?
Oh, $3 a month.
Oh, come on, y'all. I got a good one. I've been holding on to it. I've got a really good one. I can't wait for next month.
Honestly, our Am I the Asshole? We normally do it after our movie night, and we couldn't this last one. This last one might be my favorite Am I the Asshole?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
I was cracking up. So tomorrow for us right now in the past, but for all of people listening right now as of today, which is what, August... Because I'm in the future now.
Oh, gosh, that's awful. That's awful. That means school's already started.
Yeah, school. Well, no, school. The kids haven't come yet.
Oh, okay.
August 7th is when this episode comes out. So our patrons have already heard this for 6 days already. But I was cracking up at this month's Am I the Asshole? Because we have like a celebrity asshole. Just kidding, it's me.
Oh, you shouldn't tell them that. They'll come flocking in droves.
Well, but then I called myself a celebrity and I felt lame.
You're such a dork. That's why you'll never be a celebrity, right there.
Okay, good, because I don't want to be. Yeah, so anyways, you should listen. Come on, join us.
I will
join
listen, but I'm already, I don't have to pay to be a Patreon. I'm kind of part of it.
You were
pointed
there.
at me and said, you should listen. Like, I already am.
I was just talking. You, the general you, the royal you should listen. And
you can go back and listen to all of them.
Yeah,
right?
you can catch up on everything. We've got a lot there. And listen, if you were a Patreon in the beginning, we didn't really know what we were throwing out there, so the content wasn't a lot.
Yeah, so go back and start listening if you haven't gone in and listened.
Right now, it's pretty much weekly. We put something out every week.
Oh, look at us. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun over there. So join us. Join all of our lovely Patreons who are there and active on the page, and have fun with us. We love it.
Very cool.
You can also write us in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com if you are more comfortable taking that avenue. And we will talk to you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Ka-a-l.
Oh, my Lord. That sounded dirty.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I'm like, I cooked spaghetti for dinner tonight. How much more boring can you get?
Chicken tenders.
Oh.
More boring.
Oh, you win. Okay, let's see. Wait, any good shows?
I'm watching The Bear. Hold on.
I feel like everybody in the world's already seen The Bear.
Hijack. We could talk about Hijack.
I'm not caught up.
Oh, my gosh.
Is it getting good?
It is so good.
Well, then recommend it. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, so are you watching anything good?
Hijack.
We're going to...
Look at that. Did you see that magic?
No, because there's a tissue box in the way.
Oh my gosh. There are so many restraints.
Wow, impressive. Ah! Talk about magic. Look at that.
There's a lot of things happening. We should be like, what is going on over there?
It's all visual.
I accidentally kicked over my beer can, and it landed perfect so that nothing spilled. And then at the same time, Erin overfilled her drink.
But it didn't spill. It
But it
went
didn't
right
spill.
to the edge.
Because we are pros, if nothing else.
Professional drinkers.
Professional drinkers and proud of it.
That's right.
Oh, I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay. Let me try that again and convince you more that I'm not drunk.
I feel like that's not really what it said, but I think that's what it meant.
It's okay. Close enough. Oh, are we recording?
We're going.
I was waiting for your...
Nope, we're good.
I was waiting for you to count me down. 3, 2, 1. Hold on.
Good evening.
No, that's English.
Good evening.
No. What? Now, how do I hear it in a different language? I already know how to...
Good evening.
Google. It's ridiculous. Why would it give me that? Look, it even shows me how to phonetically spell. I know how to say good evening.